Hello, Taurus, and welcome to Waylighter Tarot. I am Renee, and if this message has found you, it's the perfect time for you to hear it. So when something resonates with you, please like and subscribe so that others can find the channel too. All right, so let's do a check-in for, we'll say August, but these themes will play out for a number of months because the conversations cosmically going on right now are big ones. That's all there is to say. There's really just big ones. And I just watched a feather float across my window. So consider this to be some wish granted. And in some way, Source is maybe this is the message. Maybe there's definitely something here for you, a gift. All right. So your fourth and your 10th houses are being aspected in particular right now. Your fourth house is Leo and the 10th house is Aquarius. Those are in a back and forth dialogue between the individual and the collective. And for you, those houses are home and then the public arena, or you could say you're in your family relationships, your very close relationships. This could be family of the heart as well. And then your more public image, your career. Your 10th house is about how others see you on like a larger stage. They don't know you in particular as an individual. So Aquarius has Pluto in it right now. So your career may be really undergoing some questions, some really deep philosophic questions that you're having right now and ruminating on about what is it that I want in terms of balance between my career and my home, between my public and my private selves, the person that I am with those who know me the best, and the person that I am to the larger community or even people who know you, for example, through social media. All right, let's see. Who wants to talk today? Yeah, let's do the Ascendium. We'll start out with a couple of oracle cards and then we'll clarify what we get with the tarot cards. Source, what would you like to share with Taurus? Work is so important to many of us, especially those on the spiritual path. Oh, we are ready. And are we taking one from underneath? No, just top. Okay. Oh, I like this. Okay. You got three cards, Law of Attraction, Cellular Upgrade, and Space of Clearing. All right, so let's talk about these for a moment. There we go. So let's talk about these. Law of Attraction, first of all, this is the question. So you've been thinking about this. You've been thinking about what the balance is, and not necessarily balance in a sense of justice, of having it be equal. I think we're all starting to realize that there is no balance of making it one line across, right? Like this. That rather it's about what is most meaningful to you. And you're asking the right question in terms of how can I, as an individual and who I am, really at home in myself, in my own life, how can I then use that to make my work life more meaningful? Because when we do that, then we make it more meaningful for others as well. We're bringing our talent to the collective. That's something that you've done for a long time. But you're really being asked to look at, what is it that you are spending time and energy focusing on? What is it that you really want to bring in? And you may not know that yet. You may be saying, well, that's the question that I have right now. I don't have answers yet. I know that I would like for it to be different, and that's fine too. Follow the path and the signs will unfold. You will get signs if you ask for them. Ask for a dream. Go on a walk and ask for something to cross your path that has a symbol for you. It's meaningful for you in some way. Maybe you find a feather, maybe you find a particular shell that makes you think of a memory, or the shell makes you think of a pattern. Maybe it's clouds, maybe you're cloud watching. In some way, you are allowing life to bring something physical to you that is symbolic in its meaning and can guide you in that way. Whatever it is, whatever's coming, you're getting an upgrade. You are getting an upgrade. I love that. So the first card said, the universe responds to my thoughts and vibrations, aligning me with all that I seek. And this second one says, I welcome the process of cellular renewal and upgrade, restoring my body to its divine blueprint of perfection. that word perfection has become so saturated for us, but let's just say its own divine blueprint. And to do that, you may have to let go of some things. So on this path, we're not only looking at what is coming in and what it is that you want in future, but what is it that you need to release from the past? And it's interesting that that comes up because the nodes of the moon have just shifted. And the north node is now in Aquarius with the south node in Leo. So you are being asked to learn a new way and to let go of some of the things that you have done in the past. And it may also be that you find that some communities that you have found real meaning with in the past, that they begin to fade in either members, people move, they change, they move away from participating in that community. And others will come in, other new ones. You may be the one who leaves and finds that you're being called elsewhere. That's okay. Don't feel like that you are leaving the people. You can certainly carry those relationships with you if you want, but you are being asked to make some space for what's coming in because you are getting that upgrade. All right, so let's get some clarity from the tarot. I was just told that the cards are ready now. So we have here, yep, right on time. We have the Judgment card, the Nine of Pentacles, which has been coming out a lot lately. People are making their the life that they want, the good life that they see that they can have. The World, these are very small, it's very small type. The World and the Three of Swords. So let me talk you through these and then we will clarify them further. So the Judgment card is an awakening. You absolutely are in a time, whoop, we got to cover him there. You are in a time where you feel as though something is falling away. The past is falling away. It's no longer tenable, and you are bringing in this whole new life. Now, you may not know exactly what that is yet, and that's fine. You may not be at the point where you have all of these coins floating in the way that you want them to. You may not have the garden fully grown yet. That's fine. You're moving toward it. And you are being told you're doing great because look, we have more garden metaphors here. We have this, it's a portal, really. So there's a portal here. She's right on the threshold, ready to walk through that. The world is usually an entire circle because it is meant to mean that a cycle is complete and that you have come full circle and now you are given the world and it's time to start over with the Fool. I kind of like this imagery here of the portal, and I find it very appropriate for the discussion that we're having here of walking through that door, walking through to that new life that you want. There has been some heartbreak. You've had some really difficult moments. Now, I'm actually getting that for some of you, you may have had a heart attack. You may have had your heart clench and in palpitations. Your heart has physically been affected. You are a very grounded sign. You're a very embodied sign, earth sign and ruled by Venus. And of course, therefore, the heart is going to be absolutely part of you, part of who you are. Venus meaning both love and money. So there is that element of attraction here can include both your body and also how you make a living. We talked about that this is your career, right? Your career sector. So how you make a living now that the money coming in is second house, but of course it's connected with your career. If it's not your career, it could be your public persona, it could be as we talked about, social media. Something has really pained you. You've really been healing. I'm getting healing. And wow, I'm starting to get a download, guys. Okay. You've been healing, and this threshold that you are standing on, that portal with the garden, with all the leaves around it instead of the full egg of the world, this is because you're asked to take this final step. You're asked to actually walk through that portal. You're standing right underneath it, and you're concerned about what this means. And you're worried because you've had this pain in the past. You've had this heart break or heart squeezing. I'm feeling like the breath it's hard for me to take a breath. If you saw just a second ago, I like took in a deep breath. Breathe easier, as I always say. Things are going to become easier for you, and Source is here to assist with that. awakenings are not always easy, are not always simple. They're not always just the fun of it. It's not just something new. It is scary. And if you are finding that you are going through that kind of awakening, you might check out the Spiritual Awakening and Emergence podcast on Waylighter Life. That's the channel here. I will put that link in the description box below. But those are people who have gone through awakenings and via various means, things that happened to them, things that were behaviors that had that led them down a particular path of experience. And while you may not resonate with the experience that they had in terms of what got them there, they talk about how it is that they went through awakening because of it and what they gained. And they're beautiful. They're beautiful stories. These are people who have bared their hearts. This is not a do-it-yourself kind of, hey, snappy conversation of here are 5 tips. These are raw conversations where people talked with us honestly about what they had gone through and what insights they had from that journey, sometimes a dark night of the soul. So I encourage you, since you seem to be going through something as well, you may find that that it's interesting to you and also hopeful. Oh my gosh, you're getting confirmation here, guys. Ooh, I love this. Okay, got some great cards here. So clarifying the Judgment card, we have the Ace of Cups. Clarifying the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Five of Cups. Clarifying the World, we have the High Priestess. And clarifying the Three of Swords, we have the Two of Cups, which is lovely. All right, so let's walk through these. So in this awakening, it's exactly as I said. Source is offering you a cup of peace. This is going to be a better way for you. Whatever you've had to let go of, whatever has brought you to this place, what's coming is better. Often this bird has a branch in its beak. And basically, that is like after the storm, after the flood. Some people call that Noah's Ark. There are many other floods, but after the flood that caused a lot of destruction, the sun came out, and the birds were those who, of course, had been able to live the longest, many of them at least. So there is this beautiful sense of renewal. You could call this the Holy Spirit as well, but there's this cup that is being offered directly from Source. And that is because you have awakened. Your heart is able to open in a new way. And so this new life that you are creating is going to necessarily have some, you're going to compare it some to the past. You're going to say, I miss what it is that I had, which is basically what this person is doing. But you know what? He's not looking at these 2 cups that are left. And these 2 cups could bring him this castle. Everything's in mirrors, so I'm having trouble doing it backwards, but could bring him this castle. Turn around and see what it is that this new life is offering you that maybe you hadn't noticed yet, and how it is that it could create a new home for you, a new kingdom. Modifying the World is the High Priestess. The High Priestess has been with us almost every reading lately. She is, no matter what deck I use, she is coming out to say, hello, I am here to help. So in walking through this portal, remember, because it's not the full round circle or egg, in walking through it, you have the help of your intuition. Remember we said, go on that walk. See what it is that comes across your path. See what it is that you are attracting. And by the way, you're not attracting more heartbreak. You're attracting kindred spirits, and in particular, a kindred spirit. There's going to be someone who is really going to be with you in this new time. And that person may be you. Because sometimes the 2 of Cups is not just about kindred spirits with someone else, but it's actually you and your higher self. Your higher self has awakened and is leading the way now. You are very good leaders, and you're able to lead from the heart, and you're able to build. Taurus is the builder. And so the structures that you build can help other people. And I actually am almost seeing a home, just the same way that we said the 4th house for family and home is being aspected with Leo. For you, this could be about home building in some way, but you are helping people come together. You are helping them share these cups. You are sharing your cup with someone. And part of that is your higher self, and part of that may be someone else. And even in your work, you may be doing something that helps other people have that same experience and come together. So that's really beautiful. You are just doing something not only for yourself, but on behalf of the collective. So that is your reading for August. I will be doing something to talk about the eclipse and do a reading to see what source wants to bring through for that. But until then, wishing you blue skies and a wonderful journey, and I will talk with you again soon.